November is my birthday month. In fact, 6 days from when this video goes out is my actual birthday.
Haha, you're old!
And it's where I like to do content that I most want to do. Algorithm be damned. In 2021, I did a video about Digimon that should be Digivolutions but are the same level, and yeah, don't call it a comeback, I've been here for years, but let's talk about 10 more of them. What is up, digital companions? My name is Karn EX and welcome back to another video, and if it's not welcome back, you know the drill by now. Subscribe, like, comment, you can always unsubscribe in the future if you don't like me for some reason. And yes, 1 year later we are talking about 10 more Digimon who should be Digivolutions but for some reason are the same level. And I feel like this time I need to acknowledge that yes, slide evolution is a thing in Digimon. But I'm specifically talking about Digimon that feel like a step up from each other. Slide evolution is usually used in the context of, for example, the spirit Digimon to kind of change them from bipedal to quadrupedal or humanoid to animalistic, or in instances like Monzaemon to Warumonzaemon, who have basically the same body type, they just kind of change elements. This is where I think Digimon, for example, like Tyrannomon and Dark Tyrannomon wouldn't make this list because they do feel more like a slide of each other. But anyway, with that out of the way, let's begin with Boltmon and Titamon. Yeah, I've never been able to get this one out of my head. Boltmon is tangentially connected to Ogamon, but generally is used as a kind of Meramon family evolution or a general Metal Empire freaky boy, and then Titamon has become a very popular Ogamon mega, carrying an entire sword made of Skull Greymon parts to continue the lore of Ogamon's club, but also just kind of feels like it should digivolve from Boltmon, or at least that Boltmon should be an ultimate that could possibly digivolve into a mega level Titamon. I can see Boltmon's headpiece transforming into Titamon's helmet, his spiked shoes becoming the skull feet, and even the axe taking on Skull Greymon data to become the huge sword. Actually, the only real detractor from this idea and why it's the first on the list is that Titamon does lack a lot of the more metallic elements of Boltmon. However, I could maybe then see Titamon as a sort of ancient Boltmon akin to ancient Greymon, etc. I don't know, I just feel like maybe these two are more linked in my head than they actually are in reality. And from one set of green creatures to another, it annoys the hell out of me that Aegircusmon Green is the same level as Ayatamon. I think perhaps to me this stems more from the fact I keep thinking Aegiomon is a rookie, and that his multicolored Aegircusmon Evos would be champions, but nope, they're all ultimate levels, with Aegiomon being a champion. The visual connections between Aegircusmon and Ayatamon are obvious: green humanoid plant creatures with spiky elements. They even both have weapons on each hand. I guess I've just become fond of evolution stages where a Digimon slowly transforms into something else, so Sunflowermon becoming Oleamon before finally becoming the Hydrussi, and I think something similar would be radical here. Aegiomon becoming Aegircusmon Green before getting more overtaken by plant life and becoming Ayatamon, and then finally something like Bloomlordmon or even, yes, the Hydrussi. Either way, I'm always going to be a little bit frustrated that these two plant ultimates are the same level. Okay, this next one is just a little bit of fun, but one that I really do like the connection of, so don't take it too seriously in the comments. But doesn't Black Gargomon look like it should digivolve into Black Gaugamon? They're both canines, Gargomon or Galgomon, coming from the Galgo Hound. I know, rabbits, the dub and the deliberate similarities between Lopmon and Terriermon has done everlasting damage. Terriermon is based on a terrier. Lopmon is based on a lop rabbit. They look similar because they're Digimon. Their bases are two different animals, but they are deliberately made to look similar, because Digimon are not animals. Anyway, I could see Black Gargamon's ears becoming the hands of Black Gaugamon. It's just a connection that only really works in the black variants, as the green Gargamon doesn't quite as nicely transition to the blue Gaugamon. But it's nonetheless something that I feel like should happen or work for the black variants, you know? Especially as Black Gargamon and Black Gaugamon sound so similar as names. But if you don't like this one as a direct evolution, I can at least take some kind of solace that it would work as a slide evolution. Next up is Cupimon and Kalumon, and admittedly Kalumon's level is all over the place. It's treated as an unknown generally in both the reference book and the current card game, but has been used for evolution purposes as an in training, and in the Digimon Tamers character guide it was even listed as a rookie, but generally it serves the purpose as an in training. Even though it's an unknown specification, it's kind of the same way that Armor Digimon are typically treated as champions outside of things like Magnamon that are treated as megas. Digimon may have a sort of unconventional level, but are then still used in a power scale setting of the existing baby through to, I guess, ultra power levels. But yeah, regardless, this connection between Cupimon and Kalumon just feels so huge. Even if we treat Kalumon as a rookie, like why has Kalumon never digivolved from Cupimon? And if they're both in trainings, I'd just love to see some kind kind of connection there. I don't know, Calumon's always going to be a weird Digimon, I get that. He's kind of like the more modern version of Bun from Come On Digimon. But I don't know, there's just a lot in these designs that feel like Cupimon could diverge further into Calumon. It's like Diginomes, Puttymon, Cupimon, and Calumon are all this kind of like interconnected weird thing, and none of them are quite what they should be. Oh, and hey, the last video actually got a ton of good suggestions from commenters, so I'm going to list a couple of them for this video that I really like. And I want to give a shout out to Bookmew, who said they were surprised that Mamemon was not in the last video. And yeah, great point. It's kind of crazy to me that Mamemon does not digivolve into Metal Mamemon or Big Mamemon. We do now have Mega level Mamemon, like Bancho, Prince, and Tonosama. But yeah, it does feel very strange to me that Metal Mamemon is not a kind of Metal Greymon-esque evolution for Mamemon. And Big Mamemon not being a Mamemon evolution is perhaps even more maddening to me. I talked about this a little bit more in my video from a while back of Digimon that I believe are the wrong level, which is a fun video. If you haven't seen it, please do check it out. Card is on screen now. And maybe we should revisit that concept one day too. There's also a little bit of weirdness in that Mamemon is supposed to become Catch Mamemon according to the reference book, but they're both the same level. Sure. And another commenter suggestion comes from Elizabeth Haser, who says Icemon and Frigimon should be Digivolutions, and yeah, 100%. Icemon even looks like a rookie, because, you know, it's literally just a recolored Icy Gotsumon, who is a rookie. Icemon was even treated as a rookie in Digimon Savers, another mission, and yeah, the connections here are really solid. I can picture Icemon's ice cube body building up snow over time in the tundra, and that snow data digivolving it into Frigimon. They're both vaguely human-shaped, and Frigimon feels more rounded out. If we were to see like a D-Digivolution, Icemon feels like a Frigimon who has started to thaw out a little bit. This connection is crazy to me, and yeah, Icemon, I don't know. Maybe more than Icemon to Frigimon, we just need a proper set of evolutions for Gotsumon, which I guess we kind of have in Gogmamon and Blastmon now. Kinda. Then is Shichemon from New Century, who should just be able to digivolve from Pekmon. Consider this fortuitous timing as Shichemon, Changpongmon, and Huankunmon just got added to the reference book, but a little line of Pekmon to Shichemon to the brand new Changpongmon would just be so lit, but Shichemon is unfortunately a champion. Now, I actually really like the kind of Chinese mythological basis of a lot of the New Century Digimon, and I do think it's fun, but I don't know, maybe that New Century China exclusivity just got me acting up. I mean, at least Shichemon can at least theoretically become Chromon at some point though. Then Alvin Ronaldo suggested that Black Gatomon should become Mad Leomon, and yeah, actually, also Mad Leomon should be able to digivolve from Leomon, but you know, they're all champions. Mad Leomon being designated as a champion is another one of those bizarre outcomes from the fallout of Cross Wars, where a bunch of Digimon in a season that wasn't designed to have levels got given levels, and some of the choices were baffling to me and I just have to make them work. Decadramon being a champion, Mad Leomon being a champion, Sparamon being a rookie. I feel like a lot of the comments I get in recent months have been people going, "What? Why are you using this Digimon as a champion?" And I'm like, because it's a champion. And yeah, Mad Leomon feels like it should be at least an ultimate, with its armed mode either being a mode change or a mega, but yeah, Black Gatomon to Mad Leomon just feels super good to me, despite the fact they're both champions. Not that Mad Leomon doesn't work as a champion, but I feel like with Digimon like Troopmon, Black Gatomon, regular Leomon, the black variant of Leomon, it would just be so much more versatile as an ultimate, you know? Oh, and while we're talking about Cross Wars, male Birdramon should 100% be Birdramon's Metal Greymon equivalent. In every way, it feels like the ultimate stage to Birdramon's champion, but again, that Cross Wars weirdness means they're both champions. I remember seeing male Birdramon for the first time in Digimon Fusion toy promos and just assuming it must be like a Metal Greymon for Birdramon, but nope, of course, champion. Thank you, Cross Wars. Now this does kind of continue a tradition, as male Dramon, the other male Dramon Digimon, is also an armored adult Digimon, but at least that kind of makes sense to me. It's used as a golden armored Digivolution for Gatomon sometimes, so I can kind of see why that would be an adult, but Birdramon digivolving to male Birdramon, it just makes too much sense. I'm sorry, Bandai, you lost me on this one. And finally is a connection that I never saw until Time After Time activated and Bemon's whole line got added to the reference book and given cards. Bandai, I know you're watching. I know you're watching. Admit it to me. They're not watching, it's all coincidence. But yeah, doesn't Destramon look scarily like an Arrestadramon superior mode evolution? Like, there's so much similar here. The purple dragon bodies, the yellows and brick reds. I can even see superior mode's armor and hand pieces translating pretty effectively into Destramon's battle rampart style armor and weaponry. Especially as superior mode is kinda where Gumdramon's evolution line ends. I don't really count Brave Snatcher, that's more like a weapon upgrade. I think Destramon would be a really good mega, but yeah, Yep, what a shock. Arrestodramon Superior Mode and Destrodramon are both ultimate levels. Digimon, you test me every day. But anyway, that is it. 10 more Digimon that I believe should be Digivolutions, but maddeningly are the same level. Let me know your picks in the comments down below, and if we do this a third time, I'll of course credit you for your amazing ideas. As I said in the beginning, please do like and subscribe, leave a comment, it helps immensely. And you could also become a channel member if you wanted. We are going to be making there's about 8 videos in November and about 12 videos coming out in December. So if you want to get early access to all of those and support things like custom art, you can become a channel member just like my sovereign ZDK14 and all the names you can see on screen right now who support this channel with their hard-earned money. The Digidestin, Tamers, Karn Club, you're all amazing. Check out this video below me because it's probably going to be the entire Spooktober Spectacular playlist for you to go and rewatch, reabsorb while you prepare for the rest of November's content. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time when we go digital. Bye bye.